Good day mga kasweldo! Welcome back to our channel. Alam mo ba na maaaring hindi ka dapat kasama sa increase ng pag-ibig contribution? Gusto mo malaman kung bakit? Tara, pag-usapan natin dito sa video. Okay yan mga kasweldo. So, ito na yung release na circular number 460 ng pag-ibig. So, ang subject nito ay Guidelines on the Pag-ibig Funds Implementation of Increase. So, pag-usapan na lang natin yung mga importanteng bagay dito sa ni-release na circular number. Okay, so ito pa lang, increase na to ay napag-usapan na simula pa lang February 16, 2023. So, last year pa to mga kasweldo. Okay, so nagkaroon lang din to ng approval noong June 13, 2023. So, ito yan mga kasweldo. And so, last year din. Okay, so yung guidelines nga ng Pag-ibig Fund Implementation Increase na effective ngayong February 2024 ay ito yung mga objectives. Okay, scroll natin. Yan. So, number one objective niya, so, cultivate the culture of savings among Filipino workers. So, itutuloy pa rin natin yung simulan na pagsisave ng mga Filipino workers. And then, pangalawa, yan. So, promote home ownership through mobilization of funds for sustainable shelter financing. And then, number three, yan. To ensure uniform understanding and implementation of the increase in Pag-ibig monthly membership savings rates. So, ano naman yung coverage? So, sabi dito sa circular number 416 na release nila, yan. So, the increase in MFS shall be applied to all Pag-ibig members under mandatory and voluntary coverage. So, effective February 2024 onwards. Okay? So, ngayon, paano na yung magiging monthly membership savings natin? The contribution rate of Pag-ibig 1 members, both mandatory and voluntary, shall be as follows, unless otherwise specified. Okay, so kung papansin nyo dito sa computation, meron silang tinatawag na fund salary and then merong contribution rate. So sabi dito sa fund salary, kung 1,500 and below, so yung employee share is 1% lang. And yung employer, yan, if any, or kung meron kayong employer, 2% yan. So paano naman pag over 1,500? So both employee and employer na ay 2%. Paano naman pag more than 1,500? So, parehas na 2% na yung employee and employer. Okay, so another thing dito sa circular number 460, ito yung sinasabi nila or hina-highlight nila dito, the maximum fund salary to be used in computing the employee and employer savings has been increased from 5,000 pesos to 10,000 pesos, taking into consideration financial calculations and rates of benefits in accordance with Section 7 of Republic Act number 9679. So, employers shall remit 2% of monthly fund salary of the contributing member as counterpart contribution. The employer is not entitled to deduct from the wages or remuneration of or otherwise to recover from employer's contribution. So meaning nito kasweldo, kung may employer kayo, so 2% dapat yung katumbas na contribution na kina-contribute niya. Okay? So fix yun. So hindi niya pwedeng i-deduct yun sa earnings natin or earnings niyo. Okay, so balikan natin tong naka-highlight na sentence dito sa circular number na to. So ito. So sinabi kasi dito na the employee and employer savings has been increased from 5,000 pesos to 10,000 pesos. So paano natin malalaman yung effect niya? Okay? So yung contribution natin dati na 100 sa Pag-ibig ay kino-compute ng 2% pa din naman yun. Pero maximum lamang is 5,000 pesos base dito sa circular number 460. Since tumaas na yung maximum fund salary na ginagamit sa pagko-compute na naging 10,000, kaya siya nag-increase. So, paano nga ba natin kukumputin yun? So, maglalabas ako ng calculator. Ito. Ayan. So, kumputin na lang natin. So, let's say 5,000 dati. Multiply natin sa 2%. So, which is 0.02. Ayan. So, kaya nagkaroon tayo dati ng maximum contribution ng 100. So, ngayon, since nabago yung maximum fund salary natin, naging 10,000 pesos. So, try natin ulit computin sa calculator yung 10,000 pesos. So, 10,000 pesos times 0.2. Ayan. So, ito yung mga kasweldo. So, kaya 200 na yung maximum contribution natin ngayon sa Pag-ibig. Okay? So, pero hindi naman nalilimit sa 200 to, ano? So, kung babalik tayo dun sa table sa taas, ayan, so sabi dito, so kung fund salary mo is 1,500 and below, 1% pa din yung magiging contribution. So again, lalabas yung calculator natin. So try natin yun. So 1,500 times 0.1. Ayan, so 15 pesos. Okay? So, 15 pesos lang yung magiging contribution nyo. And then, 1% pa din yung gamit. So, pinaka-affected lang ito mula dun sa dati nating contribution is yung mga may sahod na 5,000 and above. Kasi, for example, gamitin ko lang ulit yung calculator natin. 6,000 yung naging salary for the month. So, times 2% nito. Yan. So, 120 na. So, from dati na 100 lang, so magiging 120 na yung contribution mo. Okay, so punta tayo sa iba pang details nitong circular number na nirelease ng Pag-ibig. Baba tayo dito sa mandatory coverage. Yan. Okay, sabi dito, the monthly fund salary of the following members under the mandatory coverage shall be covered under the new rate. So, ibig sabihin, magte-take effect na dito yung additional contribution unless otherwise specified. So, basahin natin kung sino-sino yung maapektuhan nitong bagong rate natin. So, number 1.1. So, sabi dito, all employees who are ought to be covered by Social Security System or SSS. So, kung member ka daw ng SSS, kasama ka sa may bagong increase. So, meron nakalagay dito na kung ikaw ay private employee, whether permanent, temporary, provision, who is not yet over 60 years old. So, highlight natin ito mga kasweldo. So, ibig sabihin, kung empleyado ka, so whether permanente ka, temporary, or probationary pa lang, magte-take effect na sa'yo yung bagong contribution ni Pag-ibig. Unless 60 years old and above ka. So, hindi magkakaroon ng changes yung contribution. Okay? So, aside dyan, kung Filipino seafarers natin, so yung mga kasweldo natin dyan na umakit ng barko, yan, so part din kayo nung increase ng bagong rate ni Pag-ibig. Then lastly, yung mga self-employed. Subject din kayo sa mandatory coverage. So lahat din ng employees covered ng GSIS or yung Government Service Insurance System. So regardless din kung ano yung appointment nyo, including the members of Judiciary and Constitutional Commissions. So kasama rin dyan yung mga uniformed members, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Bureau of Fire Protection, Bureau of Jail and Penology, and then Philippine National Police. So kasama din sila dun sa additional rate natin. Okay, and then next is yung Filipino employed by foreign-based employers, whether they are deployed here or abroad, or a combination thereof. So ito yung mga employed pero international yung companies nila. Whether kung dito kayo sa Philippines na nag-work or nasa abroad. Okay? And then last is yung ating mga kasambahay. Okay, so yung mga general housekeeper, yung mga yaya or nanny natin, yung mga cook, gardener, yung mga laundry person, or any person who is regularly perform domestic work in household or occupational basis. And then last, siguro yung effectivity na lang, banggitin ko na lang ulit. This circular shall cover contributions for the period effective February 2024 onwards and shall take effect after its publication. Okay, so nasign to last January 15, 2024 ng Chief Executive Officer na si Marilyn C. Acosta. So yun nga mga kasweldo. So starting February 2024 onwards lang. So yung January nyo, kung mache-check nyo sa mga payslip nyo, dapat hindi pa nagtaas yung contribution nyo doon. Okay? Oh, yan mga kasweldo. May bago tayong tutunan sa video nito. So hindi lahat ng empleyado ay mag-i-increase ng 200. So kung ikaw is nasa 1,500 yung salary pababa, o kaya kung edad mo is 60 pataas, so mag-i-stay pa rin kung magkano yung contribution nyo. Okay? So kung may mga katanungan pa kayo, huwag kayong mahiya mag-comment sa baba. Please like, share na lang itong video para maraming makaalam nitong in-upload natin. Okay, hanggang sa susunod. Paalam!